This is one where we have an eyewitness reporter that we sent to the scene. Let's talk about, first of all, I want to ask you, Marvin here. Did you meet the Kelsey family when you were at Zootopia Better Together at Disney?
No, I did not.
Oh, are you kidding me? Look at that.
Boo.
Look at that. Also, I think this
Are
is
these people
Jason.
are these people who I'm supposed to know?
No,
You don't
I've
do
heard.
sports ball.
So Taylor
then,
Swift
yeah, no, I
has a
definitely.
boyfriend named Travis.
Oh,
Who has a brother named Jason, and this is, I'm gonna say that's his wife and kids, and I don't know if that's his mom or if it's his mother-in-law, but they're making a post on social media to say, the Kelseys went, so they're trying to soak up a little bit of that Taylor Swift energy there.
I am peripherally involved enough to know that Travis Kelce is Taylor Swift's future husband. I am not plugged in enough to know who Taylor Swift's future brother-in-law is. So I'm happy to say that.
And to be fair, I had to look up to see which Kelsey this was and then double check to see which one was the one that was dating Taylor Swift here. So I was assuming that if this was his wife, then that's probably not the one that's dating.
Well, Disney's got a major problem on their hands because these people very clearly stole the Carrot Vision 3D glasses that you're supposed to give back at the end of the attraction.
I do not know how that ride is going to survive here. So this opens, as of the recording of this video, this opens tomorrow, but we noticed a little something. Us and some of our friends from Park Hoppin' were doing a little investigative reporting on this one. When an attraction opens up at Disney, they do a thing called annual pass holder previews or AP previews. And usually it's pretty hard to get on the attraction.
Extremely.
But on this one, there appeared to be not only reservations available on the day, but also that you could sign up within the day and be pretty sure to get into the attraction.
So here's how they worked this one, Jonas. Normally in the past for attraction previews, you had to sign up for a special event through the Disney website. They didn't do that this time. They were basically just like, make a park reservation for the 5th or the 6th, and then we'll do a virtual queue starting at 7 a.m. For people to get boarding groups to go in. So I did not get up at 7 a.m. Well, I was up at 7 a.m., but I wasn't doing this. I instead, about halfway through the day, I remembered that this was going on around noon, and I attempted to get a boarding group and got one with no problem for like maybe 3 hours later.
Yeah.
So then I went over to Animal Kingdom and experienced
a leisurely stroll to a park that has what I guess this makes it 6 rides.
Yeah. Or attractions. Yeah.
I worry about the company at this point because Zootopia 2 is coming out in, at this point, I think less than 20 days. And this is supposed to be the big movie of the year for them. It has the highest potential of making money after Lilo and Stitch of anything that they're working on right now. Currently, no signs of this attraction or this movie being having some of the problems that previous Disney movies have had, previous movies.
So Jonas, I can tell you right now as to the crowd level, because normally on an annual pass holder preview day, the parks are packed with locals. So let me give you some wait times right around the time that I got on the ride, which was around 3:00. Kilimanjaro Safaris, 10 minutes.
Yikes.
Avatar Flight of Passage, 40 minutes. Avatar Navi River Journey, 35 minutes. You had Expedition Everest was 5 minutes. Dinosaur, 10 minutes. Meet Mickey and Friends, 20 minutes.
We're counting that one, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So, and of course, the Meet Mickey and Friends, that's a high touch experience. I'll say that one is personalized, and you never quite know how long that's going to take. So, Animal Kingdom is right now a pretty dead park. Obviously, Dinosaur is still up and running for a little while.
Yes, till February.
They're gonna replace it with the Indiana Jones ride. We've heard that it's going to be some kind of Mayan snake god or something like that goes in there, because the why does it have to be snakes joke. Encanto's getting an attraction in there, and there's going to be an IP carousel going in there. But in the short term, we have this that is supposed to be the revival of a Disney IP, Zootopia 2 here. It's one of their hits, and I'll say a movie that is specific commentaries on race and race relations in America. Zootopia threaded the needle in a way that the current company I don't think is capable of doing. I think it remains to be seen here whether or not people are going to show up for Zootopia 2. And I think the theaters are really hoping that people show up for Zootopia 2. But if this
Well,
attraction is any indication, it doesn't appear like there's a lot of movement here.
so we were talking with our friends at Park Hop, and it was brought up that, like, well, the theater holds like hundreds of people, so it's more logical that there'd be more available. I will tell you, my theater for this was not full in any way, shape, or form. People were not even moving to the end of the aisle. I moved to the end of the aisle when I got in because I assumed it was going to be full.
Because you're a good person.
Yeah, and then saw that nobody was, like, the theater was like half full or half empty depending on your outlook, and so I moved into the center at that point because I was just like, oh, all right, well,
yeah,
here we go.
I looked at the video of the attraction, and I'll say I feel like it's a downgrade from It's Tough to Be a Bug, but you defended this a little bit, and I'm giving you the opportunity here to articulate that. But
yeah, I don't think it's going to make me many friends in this space, but I thought it was good for one specific reason. The kids in the audience loved it.
Which is a mark that Disney continually fails to hit lately.
Bingo. This was not made for dinks. This was not made for Disney adults. This was made for kids, and I can't fault them on that.
Kids.
Yes, it is a downgrade from its. It's a downgrade from It's Tough to Be a Bug, for sure. I would rather It's Tough to Be a Bug still be there. And the major complaint I had was it's all about, it basically is about race relations, to be fair, instead of being about conservation, which is the thing that most rides in Animal Kingdom are about. It's a park about conservation, opens on Earth Day, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you used the wrong word. It's about belonging.
Okay. Like a bridge to belonging?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, looking at this, I would compare this to something like Minions Land over there.
It's pronounced belonging.
That's actually true.
Bologna sausage. When you look at Minions Land and the Villains Con attraction, again, we have to use the word attraction because they're not rides, although you do move under something else's power for the Villain Con. It's like a downgraded version of Toy Story Mania. Again, I'm going to say Disney has the superior ride with Toy Story Mania.
Yeah.
But it's something that is amusing to children, which is an audience. Is so odd to articulate this. Disney parks have failed to make attractions that are of specific appeal to young kids for quite a few years now. And this actually could fit that bill. There's a lot of, there's spitting otters and things like that spit out into the audience. There's a lot of things that are.
By the way, that lasts for 10 seconds, not the 30 seconds that was previously reported.
It just feels like 30 seconds when you're getting spit on, right? It seems like one of those. Disney needs more things that appeal to small kids because they've gotten a little bit of an upturned nose towards actually entertaining families. They're going for the richer people. Like they'll come out with a menu full of new mac and cheese varieties for Disneyland that are like, it's mac and cheese al pastor. I'm like, I'm sorry, it's way too many words. Some of them in not the official language of the country that you're in. So who are you trying to impress with this right here? I would like some mac and cheese for my child who barely wants anything that's not Kraft mac and cheese. So can you just help me out here, Disney? It seems like you're trying to justify an upcharge. So I actually think that kids, you're probably right, will enjoy this. It does worry me about Imagineering. Hyper intelligent kids can go to space camp culture.
Okay.
But anyways, I'm interested to see how Zootopia 2 performs. My family is already assuming that we're going to see it, which I think is a good sign for the popularity of Disney.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What's the perceived hype of Zootopia 2?
It's another Zootopia movie.
This year we put an 11 on the box, right?
Yeah, there's no hype. This thing is 3 weeks away, right? I mean, it's a Thanksgiving release, I think, on the 26th. Somebody do the math there. So
Minions: The Rise of Gru 2 is about the level of hype I would expect here. It is something that kids will probably enjoy that is coming out in theaters. So
okay. Where's Disney?
Those who are just looking for the opportunity to go out and do something with their family and actually want to go to theaters can say, sure, this looks inoffensive.
They'll be wrong. But where's Disney's trust? Does the audience trust Disney anymore?
No.
Or okay. So this is a marginally, possibly entertaining film for some from a company that nobody trusts anymore. no hype. And the best clip we've seen has been basically a couples therapy scene.
I don't think the movie will do well. But from a qualitative standpoint, I don't think it'll be a good movie.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.